Assalamu alaikum, viewers. I tell you about the funny and moral story.
True love. Once upon a time, a king lived with his daughters. The king liked them very much because they were good and beautiful girls, but one day he decided to test how much they love him. The king gathered his daughters around him and asked each of them the same question. How much do you love me? Oh, father, I love you as much as all the diamonds and all the rubies in the world and more, said the eldest daughter. It's excellent, said the father happily. Dear father, you'll love as much as everyone else, gold and silver of the world and more, said the second daughter. Great, said her father and smiled. Then it was the younger daughter's turn. My father and my king loves as much as all the salt in the world and more. The king was very surprised at her answer. What did you say? I think I must have heard you wrong, frowned the king. I said I love you as much as salt, repeated the youngest daughter. How dare you? Your sisters love me like diamonds and gold, and you love me as little as salt. Leave this kingdom and never come back, the king said angrily. The little princess hid in the woods, but she soon became very tired. She sat down on a log and began to cry, when a prince, who was passing in her street, heard her. As soon as he saw the pretty princess, the young prince fell in love with her. The prince took her to his castle and soon asked her to marry him. The young princess told him that she would marry him only if her father, the king, came to the wedding. Unfortunately, my dad is mad at me and told me never to go back to his kingdom, she explained. Don't worry, honey, I'll send him an invitation to our wedding. And when he arrives, we will teach him a lesson, the prince said, and immediately sent a wedding invitation to the king. But the clever prince did not write that he was marrying the youngest daughter of the king. So when the wedding day came, the king came. He sat down at the banquet table in the palace of honor next to the prince. Then he was served a meal that looked absolutely delicious. But when the king came to taste it, he frowned and exclaimed, "This meal contains no salt, I can't eat it." Immediately a veiled person brought him some salt and said to him, "Here you are, my king, I hope the meal will taste better." The king immediately recognized her voice. The salt carrier lifted her veil, and the king saw his youngest daughter. Immediately understood what the prince and princess wanted to teach him. Ashamed of what he had done, the king begged his daughter to forgive him. The princess cried out with joy, "Ah, my father, I forgive you, and I love you with all my heart." The king, prince, and princess lived happily ever after.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe my YouTube channel and click the bell icon below